We all
Now is the time for our
Thorin has a big dick energy right now.
No, he doesn't.
You must
It's
enter the
because
dragon's
his
lair.
beard doesn't move.
Bring
It's
me
as
the
stiff as
golden
nothing
cup.
else.
He's just being a big dick.
Be careful.
Thorin, I'm gonna bring you a golden fist up your ass.
What is the Golden Cup of Thor? Where did that come in the book or the movie?
The golden book is in the golden cup is in the book.
That's what
I remember.
That's what Bilbo takes the first time he goes down.
It's a specific reference to Beowulf, where some random ass chucklefuck steals a golden cup from a dragon's horn, and the dragon gets real pissed.
Oh, I know. It's just I don't remember it having
It's
a
his
name.
roommate Thror's golden cup. He won't shut up about it.
It doesn't have a name. It's just, you know, like it's just a cheeky little reference, you know.
Yeah. They just
Okay, so-
reference a thing in the video game from the...
Ring of yours, Baggins.
Okay, because I remember
all
it
the
not
help you can
being
get.
any kind of specificness. Just hey, go in there, take
quickening my
something,
boots.
anything.
Truly, I don't know how.
And what he takes is the golden cup.
Yeah, I recall.
It's
I
just a
don't wanna-
video game using names from
away
the
from his
source
wings
material
and claws
to make it sound
and
more
tail
interesting than just a
and
golden
mouth.
cup.
Well, and also,
Finest
like,
burglar in the
I'm
business.
guessing you're going to actually have to find a golden cup to pick.
Anyone
So
can
they're
do.
telling you the
It's you,
objective.
Bilbo.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious which golden cup I'm going after. So I talked to all of
Come
these
a
fuckers.
long way, Hobbit.
Couple.
I didn't think you had it in you. Be careful down there.
They don't really have anything interesting to say, but they're all 13 of them are here, so I might as well talk to them.
I'd go with you.
You know, I wonder what Bilbo probably is thinking.
I'm a coward.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, but here's the thing: all these people dragged him halfway across Middle Earth that they know of, and they hey, go in here and get yourself killed to get something for us.
That's what they hired him to do. That's literally
know.
what he signed his life away to do, because he's an idiot.
Did he think it through? I wonder. I read
No.
the book, but I don't remember him thinking it through. Other
Not
than,
really. He didn't really
He
think
wants
it
to
through.
have an adventure!
Yeah.
He grumbled a lot at first, and he went, "Oh, this is kind of fun," and that's about it.
It was just a short little adventure for the Hobbit, and then all of a sudden, at the very end of the book, it got really serious. So, and that actually is kind of addressed in the video game, but we'll get there. So I don't know why they give you this long ass fucking hallway with nothing in it, with one save point at the end and then another save point at the other
now
end.
you're in for it at
Makes no
last,
fucking
Bilbo
sense.
Baggins. There sleeps
And there's our
Smaug
big
the
red golden
Magnificent.
boy.
There he is.
Ever I am to prove my worth as a burglar, it is now.
Just a classic European dragon.
He's got gigantic hands, and I want you all to stare at them.
Yowie
These are my
hands.
yaoi hands.
Especially in comparison with his tiny,
Thorin's
tiny
golden
head.
cup is right underneath.
Of course, the golden cup I'm after is floating. Like,
Is he wearing mascara? It looks like he's wearing mascara.
Yes. He
It's to help
absolutely
me
is.
see my prey when it's very sunny out. Lots of predators have this.
Dragons are known divas.
Don't make me draw something in reference to that, because I will fucking do it.
I would love it if you drew something in reference to that.
So you want me to draw a mascara-wearing dragon?
Yes, I do.
Do it.
Does it get to have titties, or do we
Yes.
want a classic dragon?
It is
So-
your choice.
So what's
'Cause,
going on right here is that little bar at the bottom where one dragon head is sleeping and the other dragon head is very angry looking.
It's very explanatory.
I can't make noise. Or the dragon will wake up and instantly kill me. Did you see that
Oh,
that jump there made the red bar go up quite a bit?
yeah.
Well, then we'd best proceed with cat-like tread.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna
Cat
push
like
this thing as
tread.
far as it'll go.
If only you had some sort of device that allows you to be invisible.
But that really was terribly effective on the dragon, but it did help.
In the book, yeah, it was.
Yeah, at this
You
point,
know, the
it's
thing
not
that matters.
necessary.
I
At this
wonder,
point, it just isn't necessary because the dragon is sleeping and won't see me.
Yeah.
It'll be a thing later.
So I remember him homing in on it, regardless of the ring, though it did take him a minute.
Nope, not in the book.
Oh.
It does in the movie, not in the book.
I could just be getting my sources confused.
Friends who plow the sea. Take
Well,
it
Jesus Christ. What are you supposed to do with that chest? It just...
I'm supposed to die. Is what I'm supposed to do. There. Got it.
Okay, it was only a one
I
and
feel
done.
like the real villain of this game is the person who made the chest. Like you have to unlock every chest to actually find Chesticles, the true villain of Middle Earth.
Oh.
It was I who corrupted Morgoth and Sauron, and now Bilbo, I shall turn you evil as well. With my
Oh no!
too.
He's the guy who hired Jerry the asshole wraith.
That was Larry the asshole wraith.
I'd better not walk.
Nothing, Harry.
Coins. Too much noise and old Smaug will roast me.
So,
Yeah, so if I touch him, I'm fucked. So if I had touched that tail right there when it was swinging, dead.
Interesting.
do you think you could get along with Smaug if you let yourself be known? Hey, I'm gonna be visiting today. Is it okay if you don't?
Oh,
No, he's evil.
He would
Yeah, you
absolutely just eat you.
not only is he kind of evil, you literally walked into his house and said, "Hey, bro, I'm here now." Like,
It's just
you broke into his fucking house. Why
Yeah, I'll
would
be
you-
honest, if someone just walked into my house and was like, hey buddy, I'd be like, get the fuck out or I'm calling the cops.
No. I'm like saying you send like a letter saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be visiting between so and so."
No, he'd still say "fuck off."
Who the fuck is gonna deliver that letter for you, Ack?
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just that
An eagle.
It's just
No,
that
eagles aren't that stupid.
here's the thing: is that when Bilbo is invisible in the book, him and Smaug just have a conversation.
Well, it's
Smaug
because
is trying
Smaug
to
is trying to
find
find him, yeah.
It's a means to an end.
I do believe it's also just made very plainly clear that Smaug is not an evil dragon. He just kind of wants to be left the fuck alone.
No, he's
it's
evil.
not. Smaug is definitely evil.
He's lazy
he's a-
evil. There's a
He's
difference.
he's a creation of Morgoth. The thing is that Smaug isn't ambitious. He just wants his fucking treasure hoard, and then he's good.
I thought I remember reading that he just wanted to be left alone, and that was
No,
about it.
no,
No,
not really.
I mean that's definitely like my interpretation of it. The Tolkien's intention is very clearly that Smaug is evil.
Also,
I
here's
mean,
a
he
dickbag
did-
move. Right
Wow.
here, they make you move this block to get anywhere, and if you move it too fast, he'll wake the fuck up.
That is just.
That's evil.
It really breaks the flow of the video game.
I mean, to be fair, Smaug did swoop in and destroy most of a city and take all their stuff.
And like
Terrorist.
force an entire like kingdom of people to be fucking like homeless.
And he did that because, hey, you did that. You said the thing that vaguely sounds like this other thing. It must be them.
Oh, I was just talking about him taking Erebor, but yeah, he also burns the fuck out of Lake Town because he thinks that a lake man is the one who stumbled into his house.
Smaug is one-man empiricism.
Basically, yeah.
Also, does Smaug have to eat?
Yes.
Was it implied that he's actually been kind of asleep in the mountain for like a decade?
Well, reptiles
He's a
can
magical-
go a long time without food.
And he's a magical creature. He can hibernate for aeons if he wants, but he doesn't need to eat. And he enjoys eating. He ate Bilbo and the dwarves' ponies.
Yeah, he makes a comment about it. It's like, I know there were dwarf ponies, but I don't know what the hell this one pony was being ridden by, and that was Bilbo's pony. And Bilbo gets
Barrel
really
rider,
upset.
Yeah, 'cause he
Beryl
bonded with
was
his
your
ponies.
pony's name, or if it wasn't, it was fat enough.
Yep, that was that was exactly what he said. And I always took that to mean that Bilbo just kept feeding his pony too much. Because at the
He's a
beginning it
hobbit,
was
of
not.
course he did.
I love this animal, thus I must overfeed it.
Exactly.
And then you lost it.
Every creature deserves second breakfast and 11 seats.
It's actually impressive he managed to get a horse fat, because it actually takes effort to do that.
I recall, if I'm not mistaken, actually, what was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, didn't Bilbo lose like 3 horses? One to the goblins, one to something else, and then one to the dragon.
It's like one to the trolls.
Oh god, Bilbo's face.
Yeah, it's a great facial expression.
Okay.
Okay, it just looked like he came.
I remember in the book that the goblins took the ponies, and it was described, well, their fates are sealed because the goblins eat nothing but foul things. Horse meat's considered foul.
Which
Yes.
is correct in the least. Horse meat's eaten quite, widely across the world.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be delicious, but
It's a prime staple of my diet.
That's what it said in the book.
Every day I go out to the Granville horse fields and I find myself a horse and I eat it right quick.
It's kind of our Western thing because we've glorified horses to the point that we can't think of eating.
Wait.
We
Will,
think
are you saying
horses-
Are you saying you're a mobster?
Forget about it!
You would think walking across the goal would be pretty quiet for a hobbit.
Nope.
At least.
No.
It just jingles.
It jingles and jangles. Even a hobbit can't be silent on that.
Damn it, Rayhan!
It jingle, jangle, jingles like my spurs.
Damn it!
Jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jangle, jingle.
So yes, I went the complete wrong way, and I don't fucking care.
Meh.
I just kind of circumvented all of that bullshit, because I give less than a shit.
It seems
Poor
like
level design.
some of your jumps don't make noise, I notice. I don't know why that is.
Because the game just decides which ones make noise and which ones don't. Also, I don't know why I'm getting any of these chests, because in a minute, Smaug isn't going to be here. And all of these chests are still here.
Might be because you see a shiny.
It might be, but I don't know why I'm still going after these chests at this point in time. I thought I would have, learned my lesson.
You see a shiny, thus you must take it.
Yeah,
This is a safer time to do this? Nonsense.
that's how most games work. You see a shiny, you go collect it. That's how it works.
Also, the reason that they said it was foul meat is because, like Raven said, it's our Western idea of horses as noble animals.
We have romanticized the fuck out of horses.
Also,
But sadly, not the glorious and noble act of eating them.
I just love how he's like, where the fuck is my fucking wine cup?
Also, this is just the best fire.
Wow.
Those last two things are things I'm actually going to do. That was just a really structured sentence.
It was
Jesus Christ.
just the best fire ever.
Obviously, they spent all their money on Ghidorah's gravity beam, so Smaug had to go with just that little smoke blast they sometimes give him. It was worth it. They had to get Rodan and Mothra into the movie too. It was very expensive.
So, here's Bilbo pointing out that Thorn's a fucking idiot. Because they
Oh
need
my
to be
god, it
pointed.
took me a second. Yeah.
Well, every worm has
It needed to be
its
pointed
weak
out
spot,
that Thorn's
my
an
father
idiot.
used to say. Though, not
So
from
has any
personal
hobbit ever
experience.
seen a dragon before Bilbo?
I suppose I
Oh,
can
yeah.
have a look.
Probably.
I do have this ring after
We've
all.
flown overhead before, so I'm guessing
Down
yeah.
I mean,
His land.
Ralph Hobbit saw several dragons on his way to the Great Whorehouse.
No, I'm serious, because the hobbits have been all over the place, but the dragons, they really haven't been all over the place. I was
They
looking
have. They have wings. They go wherever the fuck they want.
all
Yeah,
dragons,
At one point in time, the hobbits were
no
living
matter.
pretty much exactly where the dragons were also living. It's
And yes.
probably why they got so good at
Now, the
sneaking.
real question you want to ask
Enjoy
Ad,
the
is,
speech.
has a hobbit fucked a dragon before? And the answer to that is also yes,
I mean, that would
as
stop you.
portrayed in Ralph Hobbit and the Dragon Hooker.
It's just that I remember that in the first book, basically, Smaug has no idea what a hobbit is, basically.
No.
So I was under the impression that most hobbits and dragons just
Also,
mix.
he-
If I could
He's
just
not
get
thinking about
high
doing
enough
his
to get a
speech
good look
thing.
at him.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
If I keep the
Also-
ring on, perhaps he won't see me.
Yeah,
He
now
has,
it's
kind of, he has kind of a good voice.
a little bit, yeah. It's not bad.
He's not that hack Cumberbatch.
Yeah, now is when I have to have the ring on, and I go through the exact same goddamn level again. Thanks, game.
So if you walk on the goal, will he find you?
Oh
or
yeah,
will the-
I still can't make any noise, but now I just have to use the ring as well.
So, Thief, what do you think of my new Xbox? I think I can play quite a few video games on it. As a
You're
dragon.
going to PS4 scrub.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god, you're as bad as those people who tell me I have to play on a computer. I don't want to play on my desktop.
Okay, so James Horan played Smaug.
PC Master Race, bastard.
What else did James
What are you, a filthy peasant?
Fuck you! You know what? Just for that, I'm buying a Nintendo Switch.
That's actually a
I'm
good
going to
console.
have so much fun playing it.
That's actually a good console, though.
Choke on my joy.
Choke on my joy! That's the best insult ever.
This is your tomb.
Oh shit! For some reason, even though he couldn't see me there, he could see me there.
Yeah, you almost became a roasted hairball.
Oh, maybe. It's not like he really did anything about it.
So, you're pretty invisible, right? That's what's going on here.
Maybe it's because he's moved his head around.
Like literally turned invisible directly in front of his face. He's like, oh, I guess he's not there anymore.
Okay. Apparently, James Horan, aka the voice of this Smaug, was also Wheeljack from Transformers Prime.
That makes sense.
That's a point against them.
And of the two, I find Smaug more likable.
But boom. Me too. I mean, he loves his Nintendo Switch. That's instantly makes him better than Wheeljack.
Oh,
holy
shit.
shit.
Oh shit. I slipped.
Done fucked up.
These platforms are slippery. Alright?
Voice actors are in what?
So was Prime Wheeljack an Xbox guy?
And Transformers Prime, here's Wheeljack.
See the light of day.
Yes, Nora. In Transformers Prime, Wheeljack vastly preferred the Xbox to all other consoles.
I thought so.
I remember his famous line while he was committing war crimes. This is almost as fun as playing Halo.
That is.
Oh, fucking shit.
I smell you, thief.
Huh, neat.
I mean, with all the Smaug, you could have got a really good PC. You have no excuse to be a peasant.
Look, if I have to build it myself, it's not worth the effort. Why can't they just make a PC that's good?
They do! Stop doing it,
Wow.
Gamer Smaug is my new favorite thing.
The best thing is that he's casual gamer Smaug.
Oh god.
So he's the kind of kid who yell slurs at you in Xbox Live.
Dark
None of that's Wheeljack.
I don't see the appeal of Dark Souls. If I wanted to lose consistently, I'd just be a human.
Oh, Smaug, the tremendous.
Oh,
I
here it
only
goes.
wish to see if you were as great as all the tales say.
Yes, I am. Get the fuck out now.
For a thief. You seem to know me. But I don't remember smelling you before.
I am
posh.
the clue finder, the web cutter, the
Watch,
barrel
Bill will
rider,
get really,
and the
really
ring
proud of himself
winner.
right here.
Lovely titles. But my teeth are swords. My scales are shields.
Also, quit clipping
And
through
my
things,
breath,
Spock.
Death.
Wow, they
You
kept
know,
that speech
I've
more
always
intact than the
understood
fucking
that
movie
dragons
did.
were soft.
Yeah, but it wasn't tremendous though. Like the
It
original.
wasn't the full speech, but you know, it's more than Peter Jackson deigned to put in his fucking film.
Flawless.
Also, look at the fucking
Cut me,
gemstones on
nor
his stomach.
arrow pierce.
Yes, I have bedazzled my stomach like a true,
Oh my
true
god.
fashionista.
Kind of wrong off.
It's actually kind of painful. Sometimes they
I
chafe.
really was not detained.
But it's worth it because I look fabulous.
Any longer.
Admire my magnificence as I handle
Bleeding
My
so
boyfriend
soon.
just loses his
Barrel
fucking
rider.
mind over it. You've got to see.
Back to those
I've even bedazzled my cock.
concentrating lake men.
Oh, he's vomiting on me again.
Back
Now, Smaug here got a really good look at Bilbo, and he still thinks he's a lake man. This Smaug isn't that bright.
Maybe he could just be a really short guy.
My teeth are swords, my scales shields, and my breath the background at a laser tag arena.
I mean, look at it from my point of view. Humans are so tiny to me, I can't really tell when one's half the normal size.
My breath is smoker's lung. Oh, I gotta lay back on my 30-pack.
Also, it sounds really painful when he does it.
I'm going with my interpretation that he's just a heavy smoker.
Well, his name is Smaug.
Also, you really do have to wait until all of the smoke is dissipated from around these pillars, because if you walk out too early, the particles will kill you.
Goddamn secondhand smoke.
This is why he took Erebor. He wasn't after the gyms, he was after tobacco.
You should have come to the Shire!
The hobbits have to work shit, you know.
I know what you are! If you share your pipes with me, I will let you live!
Which is a lie, of course.
I don't know, I like to think he's a...
Wow, Smaug, I haven't seen this much flames since the last time I brought up Steven Universe with the dwarves.
Holy shit. Alright.
I wonder if he would trade. Like, I never took Smaug as a liar or anything, but I wonder if he would like, use my gold for some of your good tobacco.
No, he just
flew
take
away
it.
toward Lake Town.
Yeah, he wouldn't try to deal with it, he just takes it.
Kills where he wishes and none there resists.
I just take
Before the
some
dragon
sense.
smashed the mountainside, Bilbo and the dwarves were
Okay,
trapped
so now I am in
Smaug's lair.
Smaug's lair without Smaug, and this is why the video is so fucking long.
We must leave this place before the dragon returns.
This is where this video gets boring as shit, and you can treat it exactly like you treated Lake Town.
Okay, so
You find the
where's
spears of King
Blake
Bedor.
at? We gotta have him.
Please recover
We've
them.
got to have him.
The necklace of Girion is in that
Casey.
stronghold, Bilbo.
I'm sure we can shit talk on our own.
Dude, the necklace of Giron is in that next place.
Giant
We gotta get it.
down
What was that at?
that belonged to my father.
Giant knife monster.
If you see it,
Bring
Also,
forth your boy. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it.
Groin is an actual dwarf
I've
name.
heard tales of a giant
This,
Groin?
that was not made up for this video game. It is an actual dwarf name.
No.
I named myself Cockmonger, but they wouldn't let me use it. So I went by Groin.
Now,
What were you asking?
Now you
at?
can go.
find us a way out of here, Bilbo.
I
I
know
dislike
that.
this dragon's den.
For this, our city was
I
destroyed and
was
our
going to
kinsmen
tell
killed.
Casey to bring forth her
That
boyfriend.
dragon is pure evil.
Oh.
The old
If you
song
Because
is
we-
true.
Because we need
Erebor is
him to shit talk
indeed
while Bilbo just mundanely walks around this mountain of treasure. By the way, does this gold even interest Bilbo?
No.
Blinky is busy, sadly.
Never imagined.
If you look at the texture of the gold, it's bigger than his freaking head. He could use it as a plate.
Not only is he a hobbit and not uninterested in wealth, just is generally like very humble.
So I hope you enjoy this coin walking on sound, because it's not going to stop anymore.
Oh,
Blink, 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 blink.
would you glitch through that?
I can try, and I did. Also, I am picking and choosing which fucking chests I get out of here.
You don't care about the gold, do you?
Can you only take a
I
certain
really
amount?
don't. No, I can open every single one of them. I just don't want to.
Fair enough.
You've seen that lockpicking mini game.
You know, I know nobody likes the Peter Jackson Hobbit movie, but if there's one thing I'll give it credit for, it was that making Erebor look like a truly immense amount of treasure. It just blowing it out of the water.
Like, special effects wise, yeah, it's pretty.
No,
but
no,
it's
no, no, no.
vapid.
No, I feel like that they portrayed just how much fucking gold and jewels were in this mountain.
They did do a good job with that, but the
You
thing
look at-
was that they didn't have a giant treasure room when they were dwarves live here. Smaug rampaged through Erebor and just shoved it all in one room.
I recall.
So I don't know why they decided to do that, because that was kind of stupid.
I mean,
you know, another movie who portrayed a stupid amount of wealth really well, Aladdin.
Yeah,
not wrong.
Yeah, but it was weird that they had every piece of gold be played by Will Smith.
See, now that would have actually made the new one watchable.
No, it would make it actually unwatchable. If I just saw that many tiny Will Smith faces looking at me, I would have a fatal heart attack.
And also, like, when Apu is shoving them into his vest, the Will Smith faces are looking oddly aroused. Like they can't wait to get close to that monkey's chest.
You might be thinking that he's referring to the monkey, but no, he said Apu. They actually brought when they retired Apu from The Simpsons, they actually brought him into the Aladdin movie.
Yeah, that's played by Hank Azaria. Jesus Christ!
So you're telling me that they took Apu?
Yes.
They took Apu.
Yes.
Oh, he's making a poop joke. Oh, I get what you're doing, man. You're making a poop joke is what you're doing. Oh, jeez. Making a little poop joke there.
He has coprophobia.
Scatological.
Get it right.
Oh my god, you did, Kay. I am so proud of you.
It's not
Well,
as
you
though
have
we
chlorophobia.
I must not take credit because
No
I actually took that joke from Family
deserving
Guy.
of this much beauty.
Okay, so I cut off a whole bunch of wandering around getting chests, because you don't fucking need...
I couldn't tell that because it's the same quality as your usual jokes.
Fuck you!
Oh,
You don't fucking need to watch me wander around here. Also,
Oh,
the Banister has eaten my Hobbit.
welcome to your life now. Also, like,
I didn't know Banisters have the swallow whole ability.
like, there's no goblins within miles of Smaug lair, yet Sting is just on full mast.
Oh, he's got a battery in that thing now. He's powering it by doing this bullshit right here. It's a shake light.
It reminds me of the time Leia almost got eaten by a giant duck.
What?
Is this battle tendency?
I left it like this for a while. I don't get out of the Banister. I had to redo that entire walking
Oh
around
my
on
god, that's
bullshit.
where they're called Pillar Men, because this is what they're based on. This pillar.
Only made take to get that joke.
That sounds horrible, Scatha, to replay all this.
Yeah. Yep, it was. But I just kind of wandered around getting all the chests on the bottom level. Nobody needed to fucking see that. And I'm going to go around and get all of the shit that the dwarves wanted. The absolutely useless garbage.
Here's your nonsense, you piece of shit.
So where's your fucking Arkenstone at?
Arkenstone.
I actually get that in the next level.
The Arkenstone was made of the finest silver. Friggin' yeah.
You didn't know where to go with that, did you?
Arkenstone.
The Arkenstone smells of sausages and feet.
Nobody really knows what Thror did with it in the back room. So now I'm poisoned. Fuck you, game.
No, I'm... And this is me.
Yep, there's a golden serving dish because that makes total sense.
I can imagine. Well, yeah. It's gold, so it's
People
automatic.
gold-plate everything. That's not too surprising.
It's gold and silver, so it's automatically antiseptic.
I actually did used to use silver to kind of like try and like silver cups stuff to try and check for poison.
Yeah, they did do
Why? Why'd you do that?
that. It would react to it.
Yeah, silver reacts to certain kinds of poisons.
Okay.
It's also antibacterial.
Yeah, there's that too.
And it stops vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are vampires a type of bacteria?
Yes.
I mean,
they do spread.
Yeah.
Via blood.
Well, only in porn they do.
What?
I don't know. Phantom spreads a lot in
God.
my campaign, so.
What? Ack? They only spread in porn? What?
Yeah, you know, vampires only spread in porn. Very common vampire fact, brought to you by our friend Ack.
I was gonna say people over-sexualize vampires.
Well,
Still!
People over-sexualize everything.
They're
They
monster
over-sexualize my
people with
arm.
big pointy teeth. What do you want?
$5?
That's what the
pasta.
that's what the porno
If I give
vampires
you
want.
$5, I want a sketch.
I want this.
Dollar bills are what the porno vampires want.
This is not Twilight.
I didn't say it was. Was there a scene like that in Twilight?
I said
No,
it was.
no, no.
I said it was
That's what
Twilight.
Hustler does. They take a movie that came out very recently and they call it "This Is Not" in big fat capital letters, so and so. I kid you not. It's what they do.
It's fair.
How do you know this, Zach?
Because I've been to a Hustler.
Where did you come by this information?
I'm going
I've
back
been
to the
to-
man-eater
Have
Banister.
Have you been a dirty, filthy boy, Ack? Have you engaged in carnal lust?
Allow me to reply. Allow me to reply in very appropriate ways. I am a goddamn motherfucking butterfiend, slimy, fat as fuck catfish, and you're asking me this now?
Yes.
Fuck you!
Don't know how being a catfish. Are you saying you've been catfishing people for porn? Is that where that was going?
I love
Oh
how
my.
I love how I'm the butt of everybody's joke.
Okay, Hobbit. I know he's not doing anything, but let's go back to it right now.
Question.
No.
Semi on topic. What?
Okay.
Are there vampires in The Hobbit?
Yes,
Oh yeah, totally.
there actually are.
There is.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
okay.
chapter in The Hobbit called Bilbo and the 50-foot-tall goth vampire in a turtleneck, and Bilbo meets a 50-foot-tall goth vampire in a turtleneck and asks her to kill his archenemy Ralph Hobbit, and she's like, yeah, okay. Which is actually how Tolkien set up his last book.
GG, you
Ralph
finally
Hobbit gets
remember
stepped on by a 50-foot-tall vampire in a
You finally
turtleneck.
remember what you intended for Ralph Hobbit, TT?
I mean, that was one of the titles on my list, so.
Who knew Tolkien came out as a foot fetishist?
To answer your question,
Yeah.
actually, Nora, yes, there are vampires in the Lord of the Rings lore. They're just weird.
There are werewolves too, but they're also weird.
As they should be.
It's also the some
Yeah, of
people
course
kind
there's a vampire in Lord of the Rings lore, Scott. It's called Peter Jackson.
Heyo!
Oh,
Wow.
I
Well,
thought it was very important to stay true to Tolkien's vision, which is why I cut open several young girls' throats and drank their blood. I figured it was the only way I could stay true to what Tolkien imagined.
Oh my god.
so
As
vampires.
the werewolves.
in Lord of
Oh,
the
that's
Rings.
just Viggo Mortensen. He's a werewolf. I think he collects
Yeah,
all the
you can
horses.
tear me open in the full moon anytime.
Yeah, vampires in the Lord of the Rings. They're very strange because they are just basically magic people who wear the skins of giant bats with razor wings. And
Awesome.
for some reason, this comes with the fact that their throats rip open when they put the bat skin on and they just drip blood everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
it sounds very Warhammer.
That's sounds needlessly.
Yeah, Tolkien was a noted fan of the Warhammer series. He even got the idea of orcs from there.
Tolkien didn't really...
Damn it, TT, Games Workshop wants you to believe that. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Tolkien really didn't get vampires and werewolves. He just kind of made them up the way that he thought they worked. So that's the way that they worked.
To be
had
fair,
to wear a
medieval
bear.
vampire werewolf lore does get really fucking weird. You got that one Scottish werewolf that just gives people fish at night. Like a milkman, but with fish and also a wolf.
Which is the best werewolf, clearly.
Fucking wolvers, man.
Some werewolves just gotta call their name and they'll turn back to normal.
Steve! Why are you a wolf again, Steve?
Some only turn into wolves when they're skinny dipping.
Ooh, I'm naked. Better be a wolf.
I feel like that's a euphemism for something.
It's also literally true. There's even a name for it. It's called a bisclavre.
Bisclavre?
So you're a werewolf, but only when you're in the water.
Well, no, only when you strip naked to take a dip in the pool.
So, Swan Princess rules?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, what if your clothes are not there when you're back, you're just stuck.
And also, again, I'm just going to headcanon that this is Bilbo talking about all this. Just to himself.
So you can actually be a wolf when you're on land, as long as you skinny dip to turn into one in the first place.
Yeah, basically, when you take off your clothes to take a bath, you become a wolf. And if you don't get back into your clothes afterwards, you're just stuck. You're stuck in wolf form.
This sounds a little bit like Rondo.
But, okay, how... If you have to take off your clothes and then skinny dip to get into wolf form, when you get back, wouldn't you just skinny dip to turn to human and then put on your clothes? Or would you
No, it's not Rumma 1/2 rules. Like, you get in the water, wolf time. You get into your clothes, human time. That's how it goes.
So it's a really complicated magical information trinket.
It sounds like this was invented by a horny old man.
I mean, Peter Jackson...
It'd be a horny gay man, because all the Bisclavre stories I know of are about male werewolves.
Excuse me. That or a horny old woman. Either one. I
guess. One of them was written by Marie de France, so...
Yeah. Fair enough.
She's probably thinking, God, I just wish somebody would just get naked and get a...
Marie de France. Marie de France was fucking awesome. She had some of the snarkiest medieval stories of all time. She has, she wrote Landval, so like that should give you some hint on her writing character. She's the one who wrote about the shittiest knight at the Round Table.
Why is YouTube slowing down on me? I'm a few seconds behind now.
You're fine. He's not doing anything on the screen.
Yeah. If something of consequence will wake you up.
So yeah, I'm just going to assume that this is Bilbo just talking about all this, including the medieval lore writers.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking loves Marie de France. Bilbo Baggins? Loves her almost as much as he hates his relative Ralph Hobbit.
Okay, so, you're a were-creature. What animal are you, and what ridiculous ritual do you have to perform to transform to and fro?
Well... limits.
They have to be real animals.
Okay, I'm a Melusine, so I turn to a sea serpent. That's an actual real myth, so I get to take it.
That explains the Freddy F407.
And like a real Melusine, I do it whenever I take a bath.
Sounds fun.
French myth? Is that a French myth? I have to know that.
It is.
Okay, that explains it.
It might be pronounced Melusine, but I don't give a shit about the French or their stupid pronunciation rules. Those motherfuckers want me to pronounce their language. They should pronounce their fucking consonants. How about that?
Man, I took French in high school. I remember nothing.
I had one teacher who said French makes sense if you just think of it as Latin while drunk.
I know a little bit of Latin.
French was a fucking nightmare. Goddamn. I hated that.
To answer your question, Casey, you turn into a were-water bear, and only if you sing Hamilton pitch perfect, but while drunk.
By water bear, do you mean like the little jelly monsters, or do you mean like just a seagoing bear?
I mean a water bear.
So those little jelly monsters.
Yes.
You turn into a regular sized one or a giant?
Either. It's where blank rules.
Cool.
Because you know, many were creatures are much, much bigger than their real, counterparts.
And it was at this point Bilbo realized that it had been a while since he last went to Denny's. But while he didn't have an actual urge to go to Denny's, he thought maybe it would be good for variety.
And then he saw 5 teenagers having a fight in the parking lot and said, no, fuck it.
We'll go to Steak and Shake instead. And they overcooked the fries. A lesson was learned.
I love Steak and Shake. That's my zen place. In fact, that's my transformation sequence. I can turn into a Quetzalcoatlus, but only after having a hearty meal at Steak and Shake.
Doesn't Steak and Shake like overprice you for just mundane food?
I mean, maybe they overprice you for just some dang food. I think that's a subjective idea.
In general.
Steak and Shake is the one place I can actually leave the house and still have people respect my gender.
I mean, that's fair.
So yeah.
My word transformation is that of an alien, and my transformation is going to a phone booth and taking off my shirt and then coming off and out in the cave.
Question, Kit. Question. You still wear a bag? Do you still wear a bag over your face even when you're an alien?
No, because Clark.
So when you said an alien,
how I Clark Kent.
So when you said an alien, I thought like the Geiger kind.
Yeah, it's a Geiger xenomorph in a fucking Superman uniform.
It'd be really funny if your werewolf transformation was that you had to eat your way out of your own chest every time.
That was my second option.
So, a fucking xenomorph Superman, a xenomorph face-hug Superman, but he lived through it because he's fucking Superman, and the xenomorph offspring somehow inherited his farm boy
canonically,
ideals.
xenomorphs have genetic memory.
Yeah, no, he's somehow inherited his farm boy ideal. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but like Ma and Pa Kent saw the chest burster and they're like, "Well, guess we got another one to raise."
At least this one will be easy to feed.
At least it's a grandkid this time. About goddamn time, Clark.
Clark's like,
so painful. Oh, bitch.
Yeah, Lois is sitting there with her like 2-year-old bitch. Literally split my chest in half.
You don't say.
Its first words.
I'm bleeding everywhere.
You don't say.
No, it's baby Superman gets face hugged and just like regular kid, he wakes up and there's a hole healing his chest, but it heals. Like, oh, I don't want to tell Mom and Pa, but ooh, look, new baby snake, and it gets raised alongside Superboy.
It's not face hug children.
Yeah, but it's Superman. He's fine.
Yeah, I'd rather it happen to adult Superman with a kid and married to Lois because that's funnier.
And then he can raise it right himself.
Yeah.
Take responsibility for once, Clark.
Yeah, Clark.
Not gonna ban the child for like 5 years.
Okay, I want that to be a plot point now. Superman gets the xenomorph,
Now my son can inherit
and like all his friends want to kill it, but then Superman says, "No, I failed Superboy. I am going to be a father this time."
Thank you,
This is the
Bilbo.
grim, dark superhero story we want, Zack Snyder.
And they go, which Superboy?
This is what you meant when you said that Superman's not relatable enough.
No,
It's
Batman's
monster
the one
offspring.
Batman's the one who steps in and say, "No, we can't kill it. He has to do it right. I'm not gonna have it."
You have to put it in red and green tights and make it fight clowns.
Don't have
Batman is supportive of him.
You tell Batman it's an orphan.
Hey, Batman is
Batman
doing
is
good
orphan.
with his new son. Damian Wayne's doing good.
Don't have Batman be the sole source of reason on this, because he's always that. That kind of gets tiring after a while. Have him start being paranoid, then he gets supportive after he goes, well, that makes sense.
Batman isn't the voice of reason. He's the crazy uncle who's constantly letting the kid like do things he shouldn't do when they're babysitting.
I meant how writers use him. Sorry.
So Batman is Uncle Fester.
Thing is, Batman's either super paranoid and super distrustful and is always down for doing the most option, or he's the sole voice of reason.
I mean, let's be honest here. Batman's whole thing is collecting orphans.
gotta catch
And
them all.
man, a fucking alien orphan. That's like the rare chase card of orphan collecting.
Okay, so
Oh god, it just realized. Made me realize the Joker's been trying to find an equal sidekick for ages, but he can't find one. He can't make the perfect team to fight Batman's orphans.
So what you're
That
saying?
one's enough. I don't have the right typing. God damn it.
So Batman collects orphans. So what you're saying is that Batman's secret identity is not Bruce Wayne, but instead Callie.
I was waiting for one of you fuckers to make that joke.
And nobody laughed.
I didn't hear it.
Back, I'm clapping for you.
Doesn't have to be funny. Didn't make sense though.
If my secret identity was Batman, I'd be a billionaire, and then I wouldn't have to do any of this bullshit.
Just going goodbye, bitches.
If my secret identity was Batman, Batman would be known for having too many opinions about Godzilla movies as opposed to punching clowns.
I have a feeling if you were Batman, it would be as if Silver Age Joker just stole Batman's outfit for a year.
That is also true.
It's like, Batman, why are you just putting whoopee cushions in everyone's chaiurs? I can't.
Look, the only way to fight crime is with hijinks.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
So basically, that's the plot. So basically, the plot of Fearsome Future.
Yeah,
hear me out. Batman Beyond, but there's no Terry. So, once the Jokers come back, the Joker comes out of retirement, seeing that Batman is too old and frail to be a superhero. He decides, alright then, I'll be Batman now.
You and I both know that that was not what happened. What would happen is that he would clone Batman because he needs a Batman to fuck with.
No, he needs a Batman, but there's already several Jokers now, so he'll become Batman. Because who knows Batsy better than him?
That's fair. Like,
there's logic there.
There was an episode of the Batman where the Joker decides if you can't beat him, join him, and dresses up as Batman and tries to do Batman things better than Batman. And it was pretty fun.
He kind of succeeds for a little while and fucks with Batman hard. And like he does the full like low gravelly voice, and he doesn't break character for nearly the entire episode. He stays in that serious
Michael
moment.
Richardson is an underrated Joker.
I agree.
I mean, he's not quite Mark Hamill, but he's real good.
I liked the Batman.
I did too. I thought that was one of the better Batman series.
And someone Godwined me for enjoying that take on the Joker.
Is that the one where Joker's kind of like not a human, or at least he doesn't look human?
He looks kind of apish, yes.
Yeah, it's one where he's a gangly motherfucker.
And if I'm
they
not
first
mistaken,
introduced him in a straitjacket, which is pretty cool.
This is
also he became a vampire.
Yeah, I think that was the one I was thinking about.
That was like for one episode though.
That was for a movie.
Oh yeah, the movie.
Batman versus Dracula. Peter Stormare as Dracula.
But yeah, I was told that my liking this take on the Joker, first example of bad taste that Clint Werner has found since some decided Hitler was hot.
Okay.
I feel like Clint Werner is kind of a dumbass. Wrote a really shitty bunch of fan fictions.
There was an episode of that series where there was a second Joker. Basically, Joker got electrocuted while like touching nanomachines, and it made a double Joker.
It must have been later on because the later episodes got weird.
And this Joker was literally better at being Joker than Joker, just because, hey, I'm nanomachines. I can grow, I can shrink, I can do anything. So I'm just gonna fuck with everything.
And he didn't use the nanomachines to become president.
Fine then. If you're going to be a better Joker than me, I'll just be Batman. There's already a Batman. Fine, I'll be Robin.
I feel like that was actually in the episode.
Oh god.
But there was already a Robin Joker with a bloody crowbar.
Okay.
There isn't.
Oh.
Also, I think he would make a joke about he goes to the store every other week to get a dozen of them.
Okay, can you imagine now Joker in like The tiny Speedo Robin outfit.
Yes!
No.
He just shows up and then
Yes!
Batman just slowly turns away and he goes, I need to go home now.
Hey, that crowbar jump was really good, Dark Stealer.
Yeah, no, that was horrible.
You
And then
are
someone
all
keep
awful.
complaining.
Let's get one of the whole family, then one of me and the kid, then one of the crowbar.
Joker, how could you? Oh, shut up. He's not like 5 more. Wasn't there one where Robin was a girl?
There are several where Robin. There are
Yeah, there's a
several.
couple where the first Robin was a girl. There's the Batman actually had it started with Batgirl, and then he got the Robin like shortly after Batgirl was doing this thing, and it took Batman a while to kind of set her straight and actually train her.
Okay, I want you all to pause from the Batman talk and actually watch what the hell happens here, because I watched it several times. I still don't know what the fuck happened. It's gonna happen in a couple seconds.
I had to refresh for a second, and it might be completely where we are. Are we 14 right now as I speak?
50-47. And bye! Bilbo's gonna
50-47.
die.
Oh,
There he goes, except that happened.
What?
There was no edit. That just happened.
Yeah, I was just spinning around going, what the fuck? Okay.
So I'm going to ignore that happened.
What?
What even?
Old games. Remember when games could be glitchy yet still functional?
Oh, I love it.
I still don't understand what the hell just happened there.
Did you even go down to that area?
It's me, Todd Howard, and I love it when games are glitchy and functional.
And yes, I am supposed to go down to that area, just not that way.
It looked kind of like you hit an invisible wall and slid down it and like just broke the geometry.
I might have, but I don't know how I landed back up on the pillar.
Nah, it broke for a second because Peter Jackson was thinking about it.
Doesn't the game have like an automatic thing where it brings you back up if you like fall through a hole in the world?
Nope.
Some games have that, but I don't know about this one.
I
know, like if you.
I don't know what happened there because it doesn't have autosave. It doesn't have anything like it'll bring you directly back to a save point. You have to actually go in and load your game if you die.
It's like bullshit.
I don't know what happened.
So is that white hot bullshit or is that cold as shit?
It was okay because I didn't die. The game decided that I wasn't going to die because Bilbo is fucking immortal, apparently.
Well,
hey guys, you could be helping shovel this gold out.
I'm Bilbo Baggins, and I've drunk from the skull of God. As such, I cannot be killed by mortal means. The world is but an image in my mind. How easy it would be to snuff your life out with one thought.
I also gotta say, I don't think he's just rubbing his junk all down the chain when he slides like that.
Yes,
Bilbo, I didn't know you were a
likes.
hard masochist. Jesus Christ.
It's ribbed for my pleasure.
No. Oh, I'm really glad I invite all of you fuckers to do this. Also, that was...
Are you?
Yes. Also, did you see how small of a jump that was and it almost killed me? Yet plunging it into the bowels of hell was fine.
So that's how the dwarves got rich.
Alright, by process of elimination, I am the new Harley. Harley, you're Poison Ivy now.
You know, that'd be funny, except for I think that's not the first time they've done that. Carly is super depressed and bored. The Joker dresses up to make things a little spicy.
Okay, there are chests down here, but I have stopped giving a shit. So I have to plug up these little swirls of water and then run because the water is going to fill up this thing. And as we all know, if Bilbo gets in any pool of water that is 2 inches above his toes, he dies.
As we know, hobbits breathe through their feet.
Like Andalites.
Yeah, she breathes through their faces. They eat with their feet.
And you can get the stones in the correct places and then just keep going as the water is filling up. But the game doesn't give you that little pause to tell you that, yeah, you put it in the right place, like it does when you're actually in the water.
You know, this level kind of reminds me of Star Fox Adventures a little bit. You even got the big old stick to go with it.
Well, it's because it's like almost every Zelda-esque game.
I like Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah, if anyone says it's a bad game, I will kill them and everybody in the room. And then
It's not a bad game. It's just a hard left turn from everything else.
I mean, there's only been like 2 games before it, so it's not bad.
I thought it was absolute garbage and should be purged.
Fuck you.
He was joking. Star Fox Adventures was received the way it was because people wanted another Star Fox game, and that game was not meant to be Star Fox in the beginning of it.
Nope.
So
that's a very thing. I think we all know the story of how the game came to be, right?
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why people are upset about it.
Yeah, a guy really wanted to make a story about a blue fox who fucks dinosaurs, and they had to slap Star Fox on it to try and make it sell better.
I liked the bosses.
There's only 4 of them.
I like
Yeah,
the big
this one
Edgar bug looking guy.
They were pretty good bosses, you know. They gave us a good time off, made sure that you got a raise when you deserved it.
The funny thing about it, though, is despite this game not being a quote-unquote Star Fox game, it was player's choice.
It was.
Well, people still had fun with it.
It's
I mean,
still
it did introduce Crystal to the franchise.
Yeah, it was still a solidly playing game. It just wasn't the Star Fox game that Star Fox fans wanted. You know.
And we wouldn't get it for a good long time. I mean, the next game Star Fox Assault was, but my god, that game was short. The first day I got it, you know how long I beat that game? 2 hours. I got that game, 2 hours of buying it, I beat it.
I'm still waiting for them to make Star Fox versus F-Zero.
I mean, that also...
they did, kind of.
Yeah.
There's an ending. There's an ending in one of the Star Fox games. I think it was Command, where Fox and Falco join G-Zero, which is their version of F-Zero.
Yep, they did.
So that actually did happen, TT. That wasn't just a shitpost that you just said.
Star Fox Command had like 12 different fucking endings depending on the route you took, and boy, was it confusing and a chore.
So, if you put in a shitpost ending or scenario for a Star Fox game, Command might have you covered already in one of the endings.
There's like literally one where Star Wolf becomes the heroes. They like save the entire Lilat system, and they're the good guys. But Crystal gets fucked over so horribly bad because hey, you betrayed Star Fox. We know what you did.
After a while, you know, Star Wolf is kind of an anti-hero, and a straight villain.
You know, I kind of like.
He's not really a villain, just like Star Fox can't really be a quote-unquote hero, because they're both being paid to do what they're doing. It's just that Star Fox Wolf is getting paid by Andros.
Well,
pretty much the only difference is Star Fox just, you know, filters the people that offer him jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, Star Fox...
Hey, this isn't completely horrible. I'll take it. Oh god, I'm not going to destroy an entire planet.
Star Fox is decent. Star Wolf is literally, hey, we're going to hang out in the shitty part of space where there's, like, no fucking law.
No law, no men, only God.
And you like an assault, that's exactly where you go to find them. Hey, Star, where the fuck you at? And they just go busting in their gangster headquarters and fuck shit up.
Okay, so you're just sitting here for a couple minutes.
Yep.
What's going on?
I don't know if you noticed, but this is a very exciting point of the game where I just wait for this thing to raise up and make a platform for all these stupid dwarves to get over to Erebor proper.
It looked like you just exploded into gems.
I did.
Truly outrageous.
So...
Good work, Bilbo.
Jim is your name, then.
Follow me into the dwarf city of Erebor.
Okay, so the next level is, of course... It's the part of the book where they're all bumblefucking around in Erebor. which was boring in the book, and it is just as boring now. So I hope you're looking forward to that one.
Lovely.
Be lovely.
Buying all the keys. Because I literally don't care about fucking money anymore.
What are these keys for exactly?
To open the chest.
So you can open them without doing the minigame.
Yeah, I don't have to do that stupid minigame. You only get to have 10 at a time, though. Or 9 at a time.
It was a quiet
night
in
only
Lake
9
Town
tipper.
when
Yeah, I don't know why they
golden
gave
light
you
in
just
the
9
distance.
instead of, you know, just, hey, give
His
me
men
one extra,
thought
please.
gold was flowing from the mountain.
Also, here is
But
the
Bard knew it was
first and
dragon
only
fire.
CGI cutscene in this game. Barring the beginning, which just kind of took from this one.
Dude, behind you.
Huh?
Fuck, it's Rodan!
Alright, Smaug, stop mugging for the camera.
Oh, you apparently got his fire breath
now
back.
you can breathe fire!
Yeah!
There's only one way you can survive this. Turn your child into a
Arrows
crossbow.
splintered against the dragon's scales. The townspeople
To be
fled.
fair,
As Bard
he had to
knocked the
kill
black
Smaug
arrow,
somehow.
the thrush
And
whispered to him.
yeah, if his kid ran, he would have
Told
died,
him
so
what buildings
I'm not going to give him
were.
shit for that.
I'm giving the movie shit for making that sequence a thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was just really stupid. Also, I guess he finally cleared out all that long, so he got.
Yeah, he got his proper fire back.
Black arrow. Go now and speed well.
Also, hey, it's almost like it was just a really good archer that got a lucky shot.
I don't call that lucky.
It wasn't lucky, it was pretty well guided in the book.
Shot me in my titty! Oh.
He was told where to shoot, there's this goddamn bird that
3
was
days
just pointing
later,
everything out.
the
Yeah,
ancient
he got a
raven
lucky
Roar
shot in
told
every
the
sense
dwarves
of the word.
Smaug was dead.
That wasn't lucky. That was literally his.
And that the men
If the
and
bird
women
wasn't there to
were
tell him
sending
where it was,
armies
they'd
to
all be
claim a
dead.
share of the treasure.
Pretty much.
That's
That was
not
luck.
lucky.
Sent Roar
That was
north
luck.
to his
That's
cousin
not
Dave.
luck. That's literally
He
someone
called
telling you
for
what
an
to
army
do.
of
Like every
dwarves
No,
fucking
it
to
was
war
lucky
on the men
because
and
the bird
elves.
was there. It was lucky because Bard is one of the few people that could talk to the bird still. It's
Oh.
luck.
extreme coincidence.
Look, analyzing the game data shows that Bard has a luck stat of 10.
Exactly.
It was luck.
So, in the next video, it's Erebor, and Erebor is incredibly exciting. I mean, to give it props, it's a little bit more exciting than Lake Town, but that's not really a high bar.